Students, Lawson State has spent a lot of time and energy really trying to equip you with the necessary information to help guide you through the registration process. So the first thing we want you to do when you're about to register for classes is to go to the student portal. If you notice, instead of just jumping right to registration, take a look at what's out there. Of course, we have the link to register online, but also class schedules. You never just want to start registering without first going to the class schedule and picking out your schedule. What course is sort of like sketching it out first, okay? We also have information regarding how to add and drop classes. That means if you've already registered and you need to come and add and drop, you can come here. But also advising your degree plan information. It is important, very important, before you attempt to register to speak with your advisor, okay? If you've already had a session with your advisor and you've mapped out every semester, that's different. You could go ahead and register if you and your advisor have already agreed on what courses you want to take. But if you haven't had that conversation, you need to meet with your advisor. So, the first step for registration, believe it or not, is not to click on register online. It's actually to go to the class schedule. So I'm going to click on the first step, go to the class schedule. Pull up the class schedule. Meanwhile, you should have a copy of your degree plan in front of you. You just don't want to guess at what courses you need to take. You need to plan it out appropriately. So let's say that you've already done that and you have either a sheet of paper in front of you or a copy of a trial schedule. The key is you're crafting and building a schedule. When you're building the schedule, it is extremely important that you build a schedule that makes sense. If you already know that you have to be at work by 5 o'clock, don't take classes that end at 5. That's just not going to work. Nor is it the teacher's responsibility to allow you to leave early. So you want to build a workable schedule that makes sense. Also, don't do things like sign up for 8 o'clock classes if you know that you don't have dependable transportation and it may take you some time to get here through the bus system. Or maybe your ride is not going to get you here by 8. So you have to kind of think these things through. Once you figure that out, you go ahead and pick your schedule. Let's take a look here. We have different campuses. Web campus, that means, or web courses, that means that you want to, when you're searching, you want to look for online courses. That's what web means. So if you want to look for online courses, you can just go ahead and check off online courses, which means it'll include those. And West Campus, the West Campus, that's where we house our business administration division and all of our general education courses as well. The East Campus, that's where we house all of our nursing and allied health professions on the East Campus, as well as our career technical division. Okay. The Bessemer campus, we have it all together. It's all mixed. It's all on one campus. So you have your health professions, your business technologies, your general education courses, and your career technical courses. Okay. So let's say you're a Bessemer student and you are looking for a speech course. So I'm going to go, you notice these are in alphabetical order, and there it is, speech. You know that you have to take speech 107. You want the system to isolate speech 107. If you want to isolate it by days, like only show Tuesday, Thursday, Friday classes, Tuesday, Thursday classes, you can. Or Monday, Wednesday classes, you can. But I always tell students, just look at all your options and go ahead and hit submit. So you can see all the classes day and evening on the Bessemer campus for speech 107. From there, select the course and the call number. You'll hear me referring to the call number over and over again. It's a 5-digit number that isolates and tells us that you're registered for this section of speech 107. Notice that there are 4. So you're trying to register for this section of speech 107. So you write down speech 107 07207, Mondays and Wednesdays from 12 to 1:50, and then you build your schedule to avoid creating conflicts with that. So let's find another class that matches with this one. So right now we know we have 07203. That's a speech class that we're going to take. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. So I'm going to return. I'm going to find one that was Monday, Wednesday. So let's say that I just want to take classes on Monday, Wednesday. Maybe I'm only taking 2 classes because that's pretty limited. So I'll stick with, I'm going to say Monday, Wednesday. I stick with Bessemer. Now I'm looking for an English class on Monday, Wednesdays to match up with my speech class. So I don't have to come out here 4 days a week. So I hit submit. I selected English. And it's just one. In fact, there are none. So I either can take it or, oh no, here they come. They're popping up. There we go. Great. So we have online. I can take English online. But here's one. Monday, Wednesday from 2 to 4:30 and 4 to 5:30. You know what? I've decided that I like the later one. And the reason why I'm going to pick the latter one is because I want to be able to study between my classes. That's just my option. That call number is 3808. 3808 with the 0 in front of it. Okay, so let's remember those numbers, 3808, because that's going to be important later on. So you write down this class, English 101, 3808, Monday, Wednesdays from 4 to 5:50. Now that I have my 2 classes, it's time for me to register. So I'm going to go back to the student portal, and now it's time for me to click on Register Online. Go to Register Online. And then I'm going to click here to register. By the way, let's say that I've already completed these steps and I know how to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and click register. If you don't, that page will guide you through the registration process step by step. I'm going to go ahead and log on to Student Suite and I'm going to click registration. Okay, let's see. My session has timed out. Let me go back in. If that happens, don't worry. Just log in again. Put your PIN number in and log in if your session times out. That can happen. That's why I always tell you to complete step 1. Oftentimes students get frustrated when they try to register online, and let me tell you why. They make the mistake of coming out to the Student Suite page and registering, selecting all their classes and going through what we did earlier on this page, but your page will time out. So please follow what I just advised you to do. You click on the schedule booklet online, select out all your classes like we just did, then come to the Student Suite to register. So click on scheduling, which is right here, hit that plus sign, and click registration. This is step 1. First, they're going to ask you to check your information. Check it. If it's wrong, please update it. Continue to register. Now you can see this student has already added some courses. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to drop an ad in the registration process. It's so simple. All I have to do is what? I'm going to go ahead and drop this class right here. See it? Drop. So I drop the course. And remember, I can only drop when what? What did I say earlier? When you haven't paid. So I'm going to put in that call number that we just found. Remember 3808? That's why I said that call number is so important. And then I'm going to add my selected course. And notice what it says, and I did this deliberately. Notice that when I tried to add in that class, that's what I love about our system, it gave me an error message. It said that I needed to complete English 093. And you know why? Because guess what? We didn't talk to our advisor, did we? Right? So that's why I wanted to pick that course for you. But let's take a look at my next course, which was that speech course. So I go ahead and plug in my speech course. And notice the speech class, I was able to get in because there's no prerequisite associated with it. So there's my speech class that just landed on the page, right? Now that I know that I need English 093, here's something I can also do. I can go in and select the course from here. But let's move quickly because we don't want the system to time out. So I click on, select the course, and the same window pops up. So I move quickly and I go to English, ENG. This time I select English 093 and hit submit. I'm moving quickly because remember, I can time out. Notice that it's going to show me both courses. from both campuses, so be careful. Here is a Bessemer one, and here's another Bessemer one, and here's a Bessemer one in the evening. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. The way that I register, since I'm in the system, in the registration system already, it's a little bit different. Notice all I have to do is click on the actual call number, and it'll load on my page. And the number popped in, I can add the selected course. It's saying I have too many courses. I'm glad that came up. If you register for too many, let me drop another one. It'll say that you're over. It won't let you. So the system protects you in a lot of ways, okay? I think I remember that number. Hopefully I do. If not, we'll just have to do the process again. Okay, and there it is. Notice what I did. I just typed in that number, 3834 for the English 093. Okay, and there I go. I added those 2 courses in my class. And so you've learned not only how to register, but also how to drop a class. It's so easy. Once you're done, you click on I'm done adding classes. I'm going to show you the last step to registration. Please know that right now, this student is really not registered. They are what we call pre-registered, meaning that they have selected their courses, but they have not paid. And it's so easy to register and complete registration, the final step. You can either click this button or this button. If you are a Pell Grant student, you still have to come in here and click complete registration. What that will do, that will transfer your financial aid money and apply it to your tuition. If you're a cash paying student, if you click complete registration, what that will do, it will allow you to pay online through a credit card or a debit card. But what you must remember is that you have to complete this very last final step, which is the complete registration step. Okay, so here it is. Again, you can pay with credit card, right? Plug in all of your credit card information, and there you go. I hope that this tutorial has been helpful and that you fully and have a better appreciation and understanding of the registration and the drop-add process here at Lawson State.